What's going on? Welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to be doing a holster review on the ANR Daisho, I believe is how you pronounce it. So basically it's another sidecar style appendix carry holster. Now I'm wearing it right now with the FN Reflex XL. So if you can see it printing, more than likely you can't. I've had zero issues with printing with this holster. This is a common shirt that I would wear. I'm not wearing anything different than I normally would. So again, the Daisho holster. So here is what it is. So basically you've got a flexible extra pistol mag carrier right here. And then we've got the FN Reflex XL. So nice Kydex holster here. We've got the wing attachment, and you're gonna have two metal clips right here. So these have been really nice, nice and firm clips. And then you can also basically rotate this extra mag as needed. I have not made any adjustments for it, so how it came, it works perfectly for me. Now I've done a decent amount of shooting with this holster now. I really wanted to carry it quite a few times, do some shooting with it so I could give a more accurate review of it. And the reason why I went with this one is one, I wanted to try something different, but also ANR seems to be cranking out all the new guns. So when I was looking for a holster for this XL, they were one of the few that actually had it ready. Every holster is going to fit your body a little different. I'm kind of a heavier dude, and I don't have any issues with basically any of these appendix carry holsters printing. Now, some things I look for in holsters when I'm doing a review. Now, this is something that I'm going to wear on me. So A, it needs to be comfortable. B, it has to have a good fit on the gun, needs to completely cover the trigger guard, and my gun has to fit well in it. So this, when it goes in there all the way, you get a nice, basically a nice, good confirming sound that it is locked in. I'm not going to have any issues of this falling out. Same with the pistol mag attachment as well. One thing that kind of stood out that I do like about this holster is on this pistol mag carrier, it's cut out right here, so whenever you do go to grab it, you can get your finger basically right on the mag right there where you would pull it out, which is kind of nice. Now you can get these in different colors. This is the basically carbon fiber look on the wing. You can get a basically regular black, you can get FDE. I think those are the only options they're offering for the wing. And also, if you do want, you can get it without this pistol mag attachment if you're wanting something just a little more minimal, just want your gun on there. This will work just fine as well. So another thing that I'm looking at when I'm shopping around for appendix carry holsters is price. You know, I don't want to have to pay $200 or so for an appendix carry holster if I don't have to. These are coming in pretty competitively priced with a lot of the others on the market. So this holster is listed on their site at $128 as of when this video is being filmed. So that's right in there, probably even a little under what some of the other holsters are coming in at. So you're getting a good holster for a pretty good value as well. Now, the last thing that I'm looking for a holster is basically how well am I able to work with it. So I'm just going to run some basic drills with it, drawing and shooting a couple rounds, doing some reloads, things like that. One of the biggest frustrations I have with some holsters is if I get one that just doesn't quite fit right for my body and I feel like it's printing, whether it is or not, if I'm just not comfortable with it, I'm probably just not going to carry it. This one I've been pretty comfortable with. I've worn this with shorts, sweatpants, and even just your drawstring. This is going to be able to conceal pretty well. So that being said, let's just get doing some drills. So basic drawing and firing, no warm-up shots so far. So first shot was in 1.17 and second shot was 136. Basically drawing from concealment. I always like to try to get around the 120 mark for your first shot from concealment. I think that's a pretty good standard. A big thing when you're running from concealment, if you go too fast and you're not quite ready for that, you can be, grabbing your shirt, getting stuff tangled up. And the last thing that you want to do when you're carrying appendix is rush into things and, get stuff caught up in the trigger guard, things like that. There's a lot at stake here. So get comfortable with your draw. Dry fire is a big one. Do lots of dry fire with the holster that you're carrying, with the gun you're carrying, things like that. So that way you can be very confident with it, especially when you have a gun in that ballpark. So again, 114 and 134. So again, first shot under 120. I'm good with that. Uh, 105 for the first shot and 123 for the second shot. So already we're getting faster with every single first shot. So that's what we want to do. Again, I've done a lot of dry fire with this, so I'm already doing faster times than I've done with some of my other holsters and guns, just based on strictly doing dry fire. I can't stress dry fire enough. It is such a good tool. Doesn't cost any money at all. Just make sure you don't have any loaded mags in or around basically even the room that you're doing it in. Just keep all that away and you'll be safe. So 102 for the first shot and 121 for the second shot. So again, even faster. Now let's work on some reloads. Sometimes that can be a harder one because basically you have to pull up your shirt with the same hand that you draw your mag from. Those can take a little longer, and if your mag really isn't in the same spot every time, if it's moving around, that can be frustrating. So reload and shot is in 2.09. Alright, that was a 2-second flat. Alright, that was a 229. Kind of got hung up on the shirt a little bit there. Every time I do this too, I am alternating between which mag is in the carrier. This is my extended mag, gives me a little more to hold on to. This is my flush fitting 15 round mag. I do like to basically do reloads with both. I will say in this holster, my mags do seem to sit a little lower than some of the other ones that I run with. Now, that's going to give you a little better concealability, but if you do dry fire with it, you kind of know where it's going to be. That'll help out a lot, basically, with that muscle memory. All right, let's see if we can get one sub 2 seconds. .203. That should be under 2. That's a 1.87. So got a little faster each time. Usually we're around 2 seconds on a reload, so we're getting a little faster each time we do it. All right, so here you can see with my shirt behind it, this is how basically this holster, this is how I'm wearing it. So again, I've got the clips right here. I've got my extended mag, kind of sits a little farther down in there. After doing some drills, I'm fine with that. We're only at 5 yards, so we're getting good groups here. Times are fast. Now, the big thing that I guess you'll just have to kind of take my word on is with holsters, especially appendix, it all comes down to, is it going to be comfortable enough for me to carry this all the time, every day, everywhere I go? For me, the answer so far has been yes. When you carry appendix, you just kind of understand that you have a gun against your appendix, against your gut. So is it as comfortable as not carrying a gun? Obviously not. Is it as comfortable as carrying on your hip? Carrying at 3 o'clock is probably going to be more comfortable. Now, everything that I do appendix from concealment, I've always been faster than from my hip. I don't like from the hip. I think personally for me, concealing at 3 o'clock prints more, and I just like appendix all around better than anything else. That's just my personal preference. So after carrying this a lot, I am comfortable wearing it pretty much everywhere. And the more you carry it, the more you get used to it. When you sit down, you might have to adjust it a little bit. You can even get belts that you can kind of loosen a little bit for when you're sitting down. So my goal is that you can kind of see how the holster fits on me, where everything sits. You can see, is it printing on me? Because, if you get a holster that just doesn't fit well and prints and everybody can see that you have a gun, it's obvious, it's going to be uncomfortable for you as someone who's carrying a gun. And obviously more people are going to be able to see wherever you're going that, hey, there's something there that maybe shouldn't be, and most people are going to pick up that you're carrying a gun. So the whole point of concealed carry is that it is concealed. This holster has been great for that. It's been comfortable, like I said, doesn't print. I can run drills with it. I'm comfortable with it, and again, a lot of that is due to dry fire. Another big one for me, and a reason why I kind of wanted to show you where it fits on me, is if this sits so far down, like if you lower it or it just you know, you get it from the manufacturer and it sits so low that you can't really, you know, holster it very well. That can become a problem as well. I would argue that holstering a loaded gun carrying appendix is one of the more careful things you need to be able to do. So the more repetitions you get with that, dry firing and everything, you're going to get comfortable with that. But you want to be able to holster it safely without, your shirt getting in there or it getting tucked in under the waistline of your pants and things like that. So again, good clips. It's got the wing. Basically, it keeps it open there, so I can holster this without looking every time, keeping my finger off the trigger, all that good stuff. And as long as we're doing that, then we are safe. So would I recommend this to somebody? Absolutely. I've been running this for a while, like I said. It's going to be pretty comparable to the style of a tier 1 Axis Elite, which is going to be quite a bit more in price. It's going to be a little less than like a T-Rex arm sidecar, the slim fit holster, stuff like that. So you're getting a really good holster for the money, on top of having lots of options for concealed carry guns, especially newer ones that are coming out. And that is one thing that stuck out to me, is ANR just being basically on top of the game. When a new gun comes out, whether it's the most popular one or not, it seems like they have the option for it pretty quick. So good for them. It's a good business plan. They're going to get more sales that way. I'm not sponsored by ANR. ANR's not paying me anything to say this, anything like that. So truthfully, I got this holster because nobody else was making it for the reflex. I know you can basically get one for the normal reflex. This is the Reflex XL. I wanted it to cover the whole slide and everything like that. Yes, I would recommend this. Great holster, great price, lots of options for different firearms. This Reflex XL has been a great one. Very smooth shooting gun. If you haven't seen the video on this, go check it out. This is a internal hammer fired gun, single action only. Very smooth trigger, very light trigger compared to all the other striker fired ones in its class. So been a big fan of that as well. So honestly, I don't have any negatives for this holster right now. If there was something, I would say it, because my hope is that every holster that I use, if there's something that I don't like about it, whenever they do updates and stuff like that, it'd be nice for everybody if they keep improving. That is all I got for this holster. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. There's only so much you can do for holster reviews. They either kind of work well for you or they don't. This doesn't mean that this holster is going to fit perfectly on you, but if you have a similar body type as me, maybe give this one a try. Or if you normally run the tier 1 Axis Elite or T-Rex sidecar, anything like that, you may give this one a try. So I hope you guys find this one beneficial. We should have a couple more coming soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next one.